lost inside my head, 'cause the demon gets the better of me. I'm fighting every thought all the time, but right now it's slowly making me lose who I really am. Every step is becoming brand new. You have to find my memories, 'cause they're leading back to you. You've taken over, taken over, taken all control. I'm praying that you release the animal. You've taken over, taken over, taken all control. I'm praying that you release the animal. I'm praying that you release the animal.
Lock in, mask up, game on, let's go. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Snow or sun, we're running every nation. Minnesota Airsoft Association. From the woods to the warehouse doors, green gas clouds and scattered mags on the floor. Friends then foes, the second the horn blows, we rush, reload, that's how the story goes. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Oh yeah, squad up strong, this is dedication. Minnesota Airsoft Association.
Good evening, Airsofters. It is our Wednesday live stream. This is Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Association. We are here with Cobra Alex,
What's up, guys?
David from Project Echo Airsoft,
How's it going?
and our friend Josh, or Tank as you might know him.
Hello, gentle beings.
Gentle beings. He doesn't know you at all. You might recognize Josh's voice from the video we did over Memorial for our Tracer video, which I know got, I think, just over 250,000 views. I don't think it was that many.
No, I think it was 300 billion, I think.
Yeah. We are so set right now. Watch out, Jet. We're coming
Elon
for you
Musk,
next.
we're coming for you.
Oh shit. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, July 1st. Coming into the July 4th of July weekend.
Rent's due.
Rent's due. If you haven't paid it, you might already be late unless you have that 5-day buffer. And it's actually not as hot as it was yesterday, but it's hot. And it's been raining.
Feels hot.
So, real hot? Swampy hot? Like,
Yeah.
oddly enough, we're going to talk about heat today, probably. We might. I'm looking to see. We might, even if he doesn't join us, we might talk bee-fly, because, again, now that we have heat, that means heat and humidity means fogging.
Bee-fly.
So
Did you
we
say
might-
bee-fly?
I did say bee-fly. Now we have to count. Airsoft Armory. So
Airsoft
we've
Armory.
now invoked both of them.
Airsoft
so
Armory.
we'll see if they
Airsoft
show
Armory.
up.
Airsoft Armory. There.
Again, you're not doing it in a mirror, so I don't know if that
I
works.
see myself in front of myself, so isn't it technically a camera, a mirror?
Yeah. If you can still see the shining of your hat, you're wearing a hat. Thank you all for joining us, as you always do. Already, chat's kicking off or popping off. I don't see any super drama yet, but there's plenty of time.
And
for you to
Franklin
get out
just
here.
got here, so it takes him a minute to start drama.
And Thomas hasn't joined while
yeah.
drinking yet.
Yet.
So there's a lot of opportunities for shenanigans and chaos, which is what we provide. As we always do, we're going to start with our 2 weeks notice. What's coming in 2 weeks, so you can all prepare. So we've got Escape from Tarkov is coming up in 2 weeks. That is at Action Sports Wisconsin. I don't think it's out of the realm to say this might be the last Tarkov for a little while.
Let them know it's an immersion game. It's an immersion game, guys.
Well, it is.
Scavenger hunt.
Yes, it is a team-based loot and shoot. So you have to be in a team. You go out, you do missions. You actually start with minimal ammo, and you buy your ammo. You buy your armor upgrades. Like it's like a video game. It's Escape from Tarkov. If you've ever played the video game, I haven't. Did you?
Just to clarify, though, you don't have to be in a team.
You don't. Yes. What I'm saying is you do not need to be in a team like Paladin or Project Echo Airsoft. You can go as an individual. You can run as an individual. You might get ganked, but you can run it as an individual, or you can just join up with people while you're there and run and gun.
Scavenger hunt.
But yeah, it's a scavenger hunt. And I will say this is a game where, like, if you're playing it well, you're playing like a video game, you will see guys wait. You'll watch guys get paid for something, then another group come and shoot them and take their money or their mission objectives or their shit. So like ammo can be looted. So much can be looted. It is a very much, it is a airsoft loot and shoot event.
So here's my
Can be very cutthroat.
So here's my question on that. I've played Escape from Tarkov. Is the game full of hackers? Or is the airsoft game full of hackers like the real game is?
I mean, I bunny hop a lot, but it
Oh,
doesn't look
yeah.
like I'm bunny hopping. It looks like I'm running to the toilet.
Well, that's
So it depends on what you're looking for. But I am glitching as I'm doing it because I'm holding my cheeks. That's not true. I mean, it is true, but let's not talk about it.
if we want
so
to
the
talk
other thing I'll
about
say,
if we
so,
want to talk about holding your butt cheeks. Oh, never mind. I'll be nice.
yeah, B-Fly.
Yeah. So Tarkov can be very cutthroat, but it also, like, if you're playing it cutthroat, like, eventually people are going to start recognizing you, and then they're just going to shoot you on sight, and then good luck.
And including the NPCs.
Yeah,
Right. Like if
absolutely.
you get a reputation from different factions, and that's the other thing. This game has factions. It's got your Chechens, your Russians, your USEC rogues, your scientists. I don't remember what they're called. They have like the Ivans who are like mafia. So like there are NPC factions that are handing out missions, and then you as a team.
There's UN faction, right?
Yeah. That's like anything. If you play the game, that those factions are in there. Those bosses are in there. The thing I was going to say generally and we said it for Action Sports before, is they are shifting more to their LARP heavy and their blank fire. So Tarkov will probably take a break after this year, and then what you'll have is you have your Stalker events bookending Action Sports Wisconsin season, and then they'll have their Contract Wars, which is going to be their hybrid events. And then anybody who they're hosting, like an AMS again or something like that. So I think again, listening to the planning group from Action Sports Wisconsin talk, it seems like Tarkov is probably, for a little while, it's going to get shelved because their schedule's kind of busy. They're focusing on other things. So
It's been like 6
Now,
years, 6 to 7 years they've done it.
this is 10th raid. This is
Yeah,
the
but they
10th
did
raid.
2 a year, didn't they, for a little bit?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they were doing two a year, which is actually
year for most of until recent last
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah, the last 2 years, I think they only did one. And I'll be honest, that was rough on us as NPCs consistently, like going out, like we're not paying to play the game, but we're paying to play that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as NPCs, like we have the same like armor rules and stuff like that, but like our ammo, we didn't have ammo restrictions. So people who decided they wanted to get jumpy really early in that game just got screwed. So
Slim would like to know: do they speak Russian?
Is Aiden here? They speak Russian like Aiden speaks Russian, and I'm not going to do it because I don't do the accent. I have a lot of I do not enjoy such things, but there is a whole group of guys, the Chicago Chechens. Is that who those Chicago Chechens are? They really?
Yeah, I forget. There's a bunch of people there that will run around with the worst attempts at Russian accents you've ever heard.
Like like 80s sitcom Russian accents kind of stuff. So yes, that does happen.
Let me
So
get
let's
some
escape.
vodka.
Yeah, thank you. At least one of us did a bad accent, so everybody can kind of frame in. And if Aiden jumps in,
it was bad. Wow. I love you too, Gabe.
I mean, it's not the worst I've heard because our buddy Rude does the worst accents, and it's all one accent.
Frankly, that was high quality for most of what you're going to hear.
Compliment for Josh.
Hey.
Compliment from Josh.
Josh, you can stay on the stream. Kick him out of the chair.
Just slide me over. So that's Escape. And I'll tell you what, if you guys want to talk about Escape from Tarkov, so I'll just say, go. If you've never been to Action Sports Wisconsin, go. Like some of you went to AMS. This is a lighter feel, but like it can be a hard game. Like,
for sure.
You can be running and gunning and like you don't know who your friends are. Again, some people really like that. And some people suffer. Some people play NPCs. So
I really think it'd be cool to go to one of these role play games, especially at like Action where they have a lot of those containers, and set the live stream up in one of the buildings, and people can come in and just sit right down during the.
And you know what? I bet you people would.
Yeah. And
it would be we could have worst Russian accent and chat could vote for it. Cause like this is a role-playing event. I'm not 100%. Like not everybody gets into it, but some people love it. And actually the NPCs really love it.
People just come to be NPCs.
Yeah.
Like people just come to this game. They don't even play the game. They're just gonna dress up.
But they still pay. There are guys who pay to attend Tarkov as a player, but then they don't do anything.
Oh, like the Cult of Paul.
Yes. The Cult of Paul. Shout out to our friend Paul. Which was very odd, and Paul was very uncomfortable by it, which actually just made it even more peak from my point of view.
Paul is the field manager of EMS, for those who don't know.
He is the silverback handsome gentleman that everybody loves to shoot, frankly. All right, so there's Escape from Tarkov. We can talk about it again. I'll also note Big Lake Tactical has its D-Day invasion. D-Day invasion of Normandy World War II themed event. That's a mouthful, Travis. You need to cut that down. But that is on the 11th.
Do a beach landing.
I mean, anybody who's done a beach landing, it is not fun. I'm just going to tell you right now, a beach landing trying to cross a bridge that is totally defended. Nope. Like
jump over the side.
I made that mistake of following Marshall across the bridge at GAG, and I will never follow Marshall across the bridge again in my life.
I'm never following Marshall anyway.
Right. Hey, I'm perfectly safe this year because if I'm following Marshall, he's in a world of hurt because.
Do we know?
Yes.
Do we know? Is he actually gonna?
Yes.
Is he gonna general GAG?
He messaged me and he said he is in for the general. So it is Patrick from Night Stalkers versus Marshall from Southern Minnesota.
And we're sure Patrick's coming.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you heard it here, guys.
I will say, as of right now, then it is Night Stalkers and the Alliance, or however you want to word that, versus Southern Minnesota Airsoft. We are red.
I don't care.
And Southern Minnesota and Marshall are going to be blue. So pick your team wisely. Slim Tack, I know, is going on whatever opposite team I'm on because his whole goal in life is to hunt me down.
I think we might be building ourselves up into a point where like people will join the other team just so they can mess with us, which is fine. Like, good for you.
Or do it the opposite way. Join us so that they can mess with Southern Minnesota.
See, that's the thing. Marshall's been quiet, just building his field, so he doesn't have that bad reputation now where people want to headhunt him.
Oh.
And I'll just say, as we're talking about GAG, which is late September?
September 19th or 20th, September whatever 19th. The Saturday is.
Yeah, I will say, guys, Southern Minnesota will be strong. They bring a lot of guys. So whatever Red is Alliance. We're gonna need shooters. So we hope that you'll join us. I am not a faithful color to GAG guy. I don't really care as long as I can shoot tanks.
I haven't been to a GAG game in I can't tell you how long.
And you haven't been to one at all. It's not your thing, right? Because it's just a massive 400 person.
It's a giant open session.
It is a giant open session, but it's a giant open session with vehicles.
Missions.
I didn't want to say that, but yes, I didn't want to say that, but yes. That's
Alex. How are you going to perform tonight if you can't be the angry, cynical one? You're gonna have to out cynical Josh.
No,
Because if that's the case, that's fine. Like I'm here for it. I think chat's here for it. I have to look at chat. Is anybody?
Chat's
Okay,
here for
people are
anything,
talking.
as long as we keep talking.
Yeah.
We could do
nobody wants.
we could do cooking with MAA, and they would be here. It'd be
Oh, we're cooking tonight.
it'd be
we're cooking
macaroni and
tonight.
cheese, but
That's for poor people. Okay, so we got your Big Lake D-Day event happening, and then also, and this is 2 weeks from now. Twin Cities Airsoft has their high intensity red white reload both Saturday and Sunday. So there are events. Escape from Tarkov is the only special event. When I'm saying that, I mean like when I, you know what? Let's not say that because like June had a lot of operations. And I would argue that what you're running into for July is the fields are running their normal large games, whether it be their high intensity. Remember that Champion Valley does not have a high intensity in July. They have one in August. So that's what's happening in 2 weeks.
no, they have Champion Valley has something even better in 2 weeks. Me.
Oh, yes, that's right. We were going to say this. Also, so if you don't want to go to Escape from Tarkov and you don't want to go to BLT's Normandy game and you don't want to go to TCA's high intensity red, white, and reloaded, you can go to Champion Valley because David is running the field that weekend, the whole weekend.
The whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Yep. John and Erica, Airsoft Armory, are going away for some training and a short little vacation on each side of the training. And I got voluntold or stepped up or something in the whole mix of the world, and I will be John and Erica. And actually, there might even be a stream during the day that I might actually be John, if some people may or know this.
I might have heard that the reason they trusted David with Champion Valley that weekend is because all the other fields have big events going on.
That's probably very true.
So 2 weeks, a lot of stuff still happening. This weekend, let's talk about game reminders this weekend, and it's easy because it's only open sessions. Oh, go ahead, Alex.
Cities having do they still have that deal? Will you bring a can of dog food or something? You get a free
can of dog
food.
Yes.
I think it's $5 off. I think it's $20 games if you bring a non-perishable or something.
Yep, that has totally been their thing. To Twin Cities Airsoft. Okay. So they're $25 normally, $5 with a can donation. I actually think that's a great promo. Yeah, great promo. Get $5 cheaper. Now, if you are an HPA person, you're going to pay $5, but no matter what, $5 less if you bring canned goods, which is easy, right? So
$5
do that.
is
I
$5.
yep. Any way you make $5. I'll also say that Darren did confirm, that Twin Cities Airsoft will have fireworks on the 4th. So if you're there on Saturday, the 4th, to play the day and you stay into the evening, he didn't say anything about night games or anything. So don't if you want it, maybe ask him. But either way, they are planning to do some fireworks. So I also didn't see if they're going to do something like dogs, but usually they do something like that. So anyway, this weekend, holiday weekend, Crossfire is closed, completely closed. But Big Lake Tactical, Champion Valley, and Twin Cities Airsoft will both be open Saturday and Sunday. So go out there, have fun. Don't heat stroke.
free hot dog and a free drink at Twin Cities Airsoft this weekend.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, I just read it.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
July 4th, public game, blah 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 blah. Free hot dog and a free drink.
Yeah. So that is their norm. Free hot dog, free drink, and then fireworks. That is usually what Twin Cities their Airsoft does. That's that's their tradition, as it were.
I've never been there for any of that stuff, but
it's the 4th of July weekend. Like, this is where tangent. I don't know if it's our first tangent, but one of our I have disdain, and I'll just say this to every organizer out there. I have disdain for games on holiday weekends. And I have disdain because I own a cabin, and usually on holiday weekends, we're at the cabin.
Yep.
I don't have that privilege.
I'll be out on Sunday.
You gonna go out Sunday? Where are you gonna go?
Champion.
I'm
gonna go down. I'm kind of half and half working. I'm just going out, but I gotta keep the streak.
Keep your streak.
17 weeks.
I mean, I get why field owners do it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, some people have more time.
Yeah.
right? It
That
totally
could be
makes
the
sense.
people's day off though too. You know, like, hey, this is my only free time.
Yep, 100%. I get it. I just like I know that there is a game organizer who was looking at a game over Labor Day weekend and questioning whether or not it should be Labor Day weekend.
Yep. Fix that. You know who you are.
His
Who, me?
initials are AP. Oh, your initials are also AP, Alex Payton, but that's not who we're talking about. We're not talking
Yeah,
about
you say it wrong. It's Peden, like peed in your face.
Oh, I didn't think it. Is that actually? Did people say Alex will pee it on your face when you
Well,
were a
I
kid?
said it to a teacher once, and it like forever branded me for
Well, that's
the rest of my
legit.
high school career.
Can I tell you mine? Have you heard mine?
What?
Gabe Stitzel. Gabe's tits will hit you. Gabe's tits will hit you. See, you're welcome for my service. So,
Well,
that was 2 tangents technically, but so 4th of July weekend, go and have fun. I'm just looking. Anything interesting on chat happening? Anybody watching anything? Anybody? Was everyone just chaos? Not this time.
No.
That's the family strength. That recent gag. Yep. Oh, is that? Oh, who's? We have some new people. Welcome, new people. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, both the Minnesota Airsoft channel, which you're on now, obviously, but if Project Echo's Airsofts as well. Shout out to our friend Slim Tack Airsoft. Go ahead and jump on his YouTube channel. Look at him.
Yeah. Hit the
taking pictures
subscribe
with me.
button. Ah,
Smash it.
Smash the sub, man.
I mean, 269. I think I can get to 300 by the end of August.
say next year, maybe?
No, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. You gotta keep doing Lumpia.
No, you'll if the trend keeps up, you will have it before end of July.
See? Thank you.
I have
So tell your
faith.
friends how awesome, mostly how awesome you are in chat.
I know.
Hey, let's talk.
Tell them how awesome I am. Yeah.
And also, I said go to Project Echoes, and then I gave a shout out. How
Did
about
you
our
fix
friends
your
at Dumbs
Discord link?
Airsoft? And, join our friend Beef. Again, we're trying to. Hey, if you have a channel and you want us to help promote it, let us know. We all do better if we all do better, guys. So
And we love bribery.
do
Well, I don't really care about that.
No.
you want food? Well, you don't need it because you already have your own Lumpia machine.
No, she's like an everything machine. So just name it.
No.
What? Dude, why are you gonna go there?
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex peeing in your face.
I'm talking food and dishes and laundry.
Now you're making this worse in a different way, sir. Of course, when David tried to do women's sports,
Daycare.
he injured himself. Yeah, you need the daycare.
What did I injure? What? Oh, participating in women's sports?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Let's talk. Okay. Oh, yes, we are going to talk about that too. Let's talk about Legends of the Valley first. So, Legends of the Valley Expedition Zero was last Saturday at Champion Valley. It was the first of 3 larger events. That is they're dabbling right now. They're not doing one every month, but that is their monthly, and they've been very careful to make sure that they're doing that event on days that aren't overlapping with other fields, larger events. That's kind of how all the fields kind of have a soft truce at this point. They all can pick their Minnesota's best or high intensity, or now Legends of the Valley. So in chat, for those of you who attended Legends of the Valley, let us know what you thought. Alex, what did you think of the game?
I was just there to cruise around. I mean, just to be a ref and support the field and the game, any way I could. As far as it seemed like it went fine. I mean, Alistair has some, a couple of things he probably needs to fix, but I mean, it seemed like it went fine and it went smooth. And as far as that was my first time out on that field too, so I'd have to say the field's fine. It's just like any other field. It's got its advantages and disadvantages, just like every other field. Yeah, I mean, it's new. People should get out there and try it out, and they should have their own opinion on it. But I thought it was, it's a great field. It's nice to have another field, Airsoft specific field too. So it's kind of nice to have another one. But yeah, get out there, check it out. I mean, I thought it was a great field. I'm just trying to think. If you're a sniper, man, you'll love that field a lot for the big games.
I think Slim Tech had a very good day. In fact, he posted a pretty good video of him popping somebody.
Oh, dude, people are popping out of the woods everywhere.
That popping
just waiting
one
for
was that
amateurs.
Nightshade. That one where what better sound, blah blah blah. That was a Nightshade video.
Oh, that was Nightshade?
Yeah.
Well, I hope he had some from. But it was one of those fields where you could like dip 5 feet into like tall grass in the woods, couldn't be seen, and then like one single sniper would hold off 20 guys because they'd all be afraid to get shot. It worked out really well.
Yeah, if a sniper found a good spot, and there's a lot of shooting lanes.
Well, and I mean, I want to get David's impression, but here's also where people also laid down in tall grass. And then when people realized they were in that tall grass and they lit up that tall grass, some of those people were like, stop overshooting me. And I'm like, guys, no one can see you in that tall grass. They're just chewing up the tall grass. So back to my dead regs, it's not only having them, it's not only using them, it's not only having them convenient, but it's also, deploying them quickly and so people can see them. Because if not, that's just the way it is, as the song goes.
I'm a firm believer if you don't use your dead reg and you get overshot, it's on you.
I mean, I think I've said it. Like I don't like to be glib when I say that, but that is the general consensus, right?
Broken record.
I understand the fact that it's you get hit, you quickly go hit, hand up, reaching for dead reg or something, at the same time. Yes, if once you've raised your hand or scream, hit, yes, a person should stop shoot, but the people that complain that now they put their hand down, they're just standing there, they haven't pulled the dead reg out, and they're like, I'm dead. Well, how are they supposed to know you're dead? You're just standing there. I know there's a lot of times on fields where I'm literally alive and just standing there bullshitting with somebody because there's nothing going on or we're in the process of a mission. So you can't differentiate. Just because a person's not hiding doesn't mean they're not alive.
Yeah.
Vulture,
what do we feel was or is missing from Champion Valley or Legends of the Valley? David, did you have like anything you think is missing? Like it's new, it's newly being built, right? So
missing from Champion Valley or Airsoft Armory's Airsoft side. Missing. There's a lot of things that are missing, but it's, those are things that are in the works because again, we're just over a month of the new side being used. Mid-May is when the new side opened. So what you saw over there, someone check the counter. Check the counter.
I saw it.
How long did it take them?
We're not invoking as quickly. We need to use blood next time.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
I really wanted a Snickers and they didn't have one. I was kind of mad about that.
There you go, John and Erica. Have candy.
No, it would have melted, but I really wanted a Snickers because you were eating one.
You should have told me you wanted a bite.
So no, I would say as a
both ate from opposite ends and met in the middle.
Oh. But no, I would say, there's in a retrospective airsoft fields, there's a lot of things per se missing. They could build, a covered staging area. They could, they could have, a bathroom closer if possible. There's so much things potential that you could run through your head, that would be missing per se, but I think they have a good all around presence of stuff right now, being only just over a month into using the new 20 something 32 acres or whatever mathing is not mathing kind of side of the field.
And I think I'll also point out that Alistair, who wrote the first game, and again, I think he did very well. If you haven't seen my brain dump, go ahead and look at that. He got like right after they opened the field, they were like, let's have an op. So like he basically had 5 weeks to prep all that. So that like John was in the field. This sounds so terrible. John was working in the field. John was out on the field and the volunteers were out on the field building barricades, little town areas, pretty much all the time, all his free spare time. And Alistair was tweaking his rules. That's a really short time to do a lot of field improvements and to really, frankly, get a game going, right? Like, so looking to see if anyone else has anything. Other than that, David, how did you think things went?
I wasn't there.
I know. Why?
Because I was getting my ass kicked in mini golf.
I thought you were just 2 strokes back.
I was 2 strokes back, and I was winning for a portion of the day. And then we played the one there in Cross Lake that is that backside course that it's like they have one that's like 160-foot par 6 in mini golf.
Yeah. We might do some other mini golf when we go to the cabin this weekend.
Go to that Cross Lake one and play their back 9. Oh my Lord.
So that's the thing. We're going to be towards Cross Lake at least one of those days. I just felt like since we rag on Alex so much, I had to.
Yeah, we'll see. But this wasn't my fault because this was John and Erica's for not checking with me before they scheduled their
your schedule.
They had to check my schedule if they wanted me there. I plan my year out a year in advance. So I'm already starting to write my schedule for 2027.
Well, and that's coming up soon. We're going to talk about that. Hey, is the Airsoft strategist Alistair? Oh my! If it is, just say yes, Alex. Because if so, oh man, come on.
I'm assuming that's him.
We're gonna have to get you a painting that we can hang over your mantle.
We need to get a big ass mural of him, and we'll put it in the middle of the field so that when people get mad at him for a game mode or something, they can just walk up to it and shoot it.
Or throw something at it. Throw tomatoes. A couple options there. I already gave my thoughts on Legends of the Valley in the brain dump, so I don't really need to rehash that. I think it was a good game, and I look forward to the next one. Although I won't be at the next one. So
yeah, Gabe, you won't be at the next one. But I will be.
Then you can it won't be the same.
No, it won't.
I was gonna bring something up about your brain dump, but I'll wait.
Do it. We're in the middle of talking about Legends, unless it's a different brain dump.
I wouldn't say it's Legends. I was gonna say, like, with everybody like putting on big game, larger, team-based games, trying to like organize, like, I don't know, and it's hard to say because like I want this rule and I want that rule, and you can't drag a person, no medic rule, like kind of like a uniform, like
you're
rule-based maybe.
The Minnesota Airsoft Association should try to write uniform rules.
Each team has like a different rule set. Like, for instance, like this game, if you're a medic, you couldn't drag medics, or you couldn't drag it, you couldn't grab a guy and pull him, or some games, like, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. I just, because
you can't drag people, move them to cover to heal them.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah,
and this
Alistair,
is where
let's have a conversation. You're just trying to get medics killed.
I mean, and medics did get shot a lot. Also, medics didn't know how to medic a lot, which is a whole other thing. I actually.
Yeah. Most people in Airsoft have no frigging clue how to properly play a medic.
Like, I can't remember what
people don't want the role to begin with, so you give someone who doesn't want a job, so they do a crap job, and
they
don't have to do it again.
There was a guy who was half ghillied, with a sniper rifle, who was a medic, who at some point
sniper should never be your
right,
medic.
and he came into base by himself with a fistful of dog tags. That was a way to get points, and I was like, great, they needed the points, but what were you doing scalping everybody's, like, and it was legitimately like a dozen dog tags, and I'm like, you're a medic. So we can go into a medic, how to be a medic.
I'm just saying the medic thing, and then let's say like a technical thing, like, on these guys' games it takes 2 hits, or it takes 1 hit, or it takes this and it's in that. It's just like,
so you're asking for a standardized rule set for all organizers to use, and good luck with that.
Yeah, like, everybody wants something different so that they can be different. Like, some people like purposely are like, I'm gonna make this different just to see what happens, and some people are very much like, this is how we get known.
But then you get the guys who've never read the rules. Like, what do you mean I can't drag a person? I shot the tank. And it's like, well,
I mean, who's that on though? Who's that on though?
That's everybody.
You're never gonna remove the dipshit who refuses to read the rules and then complains about not knowing the rules or complains about a rule that they didn't know about. Like, if you didn't read the rules, you have no grounds to complain when someone calls you on the rules. Be like, you should have read the rules, dum dum.
Yeah, like I was talking to Alistair about this, and I actually think I feel like and this has nothing to, I mean, it is standardized rules, so the basic effect. I feel like there should be, have you ever played Airsoft before? And there should be these key tenets of hit, raise your hand, use your dead reg. Like, that is global. We shouldn't have to do that in a briefing anymore, unless you've never played before. And if you haven't played before, and so I'm trying to think of a way to do a briefing, just because I'm interested in doing this, where we can say, who has played before? Cool. If you haven't, come see me after this. Or maybe when they're registering, if you've never played before, watch a video, or we'll engage you in some other way. So when organizers are doing a briefing about an event, they only talk about event specific rules, because the things like, you know how to call yourself hit? Yeah, okay. You know how to use a dead rag? Now, we've been crashing out about dead rags. Plenty of people know the rules and don't use them anyway. I'd like to do something like that, and that's, I think, where we do penalties. But either way, war crimes. I want to call war crimes more. And I said that, and then people
30-minute timeout.
Say that one more time.
30-minute timeout. They get a timeout in the corner.
Then you have to have staff.
Then you have to monitor. Like, I would rather do the penalty on points and then tell the commander, hey, by the way, you've lost 100 points because your guys aren't following it. And I mean, if they want specifics, we could get more specifics, but something that you can see and either make a note of really quick and then report it back either to the game organizer, who then can talk to the commanders. Again, I don't know. There's no perfect answer to this, but I want to see. I think I said to Alistair, and I think that maybe shook him a little bit.
Cap.
I don't think I think briefings should be 5 minutes. Like, you can't with everything, vehicle rules, medic, but you shouldn't spend a half hour talking about rules for your game. People phase out; they don't get most of it anyway.
I feel what we could do in a scenario like that is kind of like how a lot of the game organizers do it. You have your general rule briefing, but make sure that all these game modes are having, if you're a medic, there's going to be a medic briefing that'll be another 5 or 10 minute medic, so the medics know what exactly. And that, but again, then that would mean airsofters would have to show up to the field on time
and know that they want to be a role, right? Like, sometimes.
And I mean, let's face it, how many events have you been to that have had an adequate amount of staff?
Yeah. I mean, so
whether it's national or regional, local, whatever, like, how many events have you been to that actually really had an adequate amount of staff?
Yeah, I know. We were talking. Alex and I were talking about, like, Third Coast that literally has 30. There's your one.
Okay.
Yeah, like we know. No.
And 30 for how many for 300 players?
Yeah. Okay. Everywhere you turn, there's cadre.
But I mean, he asked, "Where's the question?" Like, I can pick one.
There's one.
I can pick one.
Yes.
Like, I think GAG does all right, but sometimes the people who are there for safety and they don't know the game rules. I will say that as someone who reffed 3 different games and 3 different weekends, the rules were tough for me too. Like, I was like, what are we doing today? So, perfect.
And all of your staff has to be aware of the rules.
Yeah.
Because if you have one staff member who's contradicting another one because they don't understand the rule set, that doesn't look good for you. It's not good for the players. It's not good for anybody.
Or one of my favorite John Lou stories. Hey, John, where's Regen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, in the middle of a game, because he was just around saying hi. And I love John. This is not a dig on John, and it's one of our favorite stories. Where were we? Was that at Muscatatuck? Oh no, that you played Ranger that year. But that was at
that was at
Knox.
Yeah.
Like, John Lou, great guy, great front man, was walking around just casually. Hey, John, where's Regen? I don't know.
So I will say with the staffing, thing, when we had our debrief for Nightshade the other night, that was my number one top of the list thing, was we needed more staff too. I think we did an okay job. I think we did
with what we had.
I'd say adequate with the staffing, but like I said, I needed 1, if not 2 more people in registration alone.
And that was just at registration. And that's 100% legit. Like if everybody leaves the field.
Well, and
what are you gonna do
the
then?
whole thing is that, we opened registration at 8 a.m. One person came up, I registered him, I turned around to look something, I turned around, there's 35 people standing in front of me. I'm like, where'd you people come from?
I mean, in all credit, people were trying to do things early. That was great. But yeah, you were scampering and you had to pull people in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people who were dedicated to doing field related things were like, sorry, we got to do field stuff.
Yep.
I didn't help.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not a dig at anybody, but
I peed on your car tire for that one.
Staff is always an issue. There's never enough staff.
Like, I remember the days when we used to run games, we probably overstaffed, but we also were buddies hanging out. But like, we would have a game of 50 people and we'd have 7 people reffing just because that's, people were just into that at the time. But I mean, we're in a world where it's hard to pay refs. Like minimum wage. We met one of the new refs at Champion Valley last weekend, and Lincoln. And he was, he's 16, he's just a kid. But he's like, oh yeah, no, it's pretty good money. I get minimum wage and I work, a couple hours every weekend. And I was like, this is all very perspective based. Like he was happy with it, but he did a good job. But all the fields are struggling to hire.
Well, you got to hire people. You have to hire people that are in Airsoft so that they understand the concept
player
of
refs.
it.
Player refs.
No, not player refs. Stop by. I'm going to drive and
How do you feel about player refs, Alex? Thomas is here.
Oh, I fucking hate them.
Oh,
there's one.
I mean, he said a lower level. He said like a tier.
You can say on TV.
What's that? Oh no, we just count them because like at some point we're gonna get tips for every swear we do.
I got a song that we can play.
Oh, the tick song.
No, not the tick song. It may be from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh jeez. B-Fly, that QR code thing is interesting. It's like again, like different fields do it different ways. Like Legends of the Valley tried to do a thing like after you register, and the thing that was a little disjointed for them is you had to do stuff with Champion Valley, then you came over to do Airsoft. That's the way it's going to work. We have to figure out some improvement on that. But like then they tried to, before you could chrono, they wanted you to do a rules briefing. I'm not sure how that worked out. Like Third Coast games, they do like, I don't know, what is it, Alex? They do like 4 or 6 Friday night, and then they do 2 in the morning on Saturday. So like,
but you're not allowed to chrono unless you have iPro, patch, dead reg, medical card, and you have to show that to them. Or
and you don't get your wristband until you've done their safety briefing, which is why they do like you register, then they go, okay, our safety briefings start at this time, and they run every 15 minutes.
No.
And you have to have that before you can chrono. Oh, I'm looking.
No more player refs. Just like hot take. Hot take.
Getting a hot take early.
Game organizers should not be playing.
Thomas.
Oh, that's another one I hate too.
Oh man, we're calling out. I'm not, because these guys are already. I don't have to. No, I think having embedded is fine, but I think you need dedicated staff.
You can have advisors embedded. Like someone that they know they can go to if they have a question, not someone enforcing rules, because you run the risk of somebody what's the word I'm looking for here, kind of working their way around the system.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah. There you go. It's a conflict of interest to be an actual referee.
I mean, it certainly can be.
It is, unless that particular player is, frankly, trained to do that job.
Yeah. I mean, at some point you have to care about the whole game, right? It's not your team. It's not like you have to care about the game, right? And so this is where I'll say for Thomas. Thomas does care about his game, but like he had to pull himself out as much as he was playing. So yeah, I think it's a slippery slope. Can we still say that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's on the list of canceled words.
It might be. It might be the way I use it. This is also why, like, I had 28,000 steps at Nightshade, because at some point I was doing primary reffing. Like I was just walking everywhere because Patrick was doing game stuff, Corgan was doing game stuff, and I just was like, people were like, go over here. All right, I'll go over there. Right. So like, I think you need dedicated game people and dedicated safety referee staff, and both
And
have to know the rules.
Because I
And
saved
firefighters.
because I saved Big Lake.
And
Uh,
what? Fighter pilot?
Firefighters.
Oh.
Because
I saved
I
Big
don't.
Lake.
It was like this little fire that Alex noticed. And
No,
put
it
out.
was huge, man. It, like
I
it was
really
like
wish you wouldn't have
literally, like,
noticed
an
that
acre.
because that really screwed me.
Hey, that
And
was
I
your
was
fault.
like,
Why would
I
you
was
bring
like,
a mother on the field?
"Fire!" Nobody cared, and here I am
She
stomping it
wanted her
out.
kid.
I know.
No, the mother was safe. I got her out of harm's way. I took all the brunt of that one. And I think it was
then you
mostly
grabbed the
my
gun.
team, though. So
Oh no, no.
it was all
Flynn,
of Project Echo.
we are getting to the point where I will be in the open, doing nothing. No players are near me at all. No action is near me, and I will get shot from nowhere. And I know it's one of you little Weasley bastards out there getting your cheap shots. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
That
bet
makes
you
happy.
anything Slim is making a montage for the end of the year of all the
I hope
times
so.
he
I
shot you
actually
in the
hope-
ass.
I actually hope he has a year in review and it's just him shooting me randomly from range. Oh, why did I say that?
Now it's like a goal for everyone to shoot you now.
You've literally asked for it now.
Well, that'd be fun too. That'll be fun too.
I was gonna make a shout out to B-Fly. I'm waiting on my stuff. I don't know what I'm getting.
Tyler,
So,
I'm
I'm
gonna reach out.
I'm excited to get my B-Fly stuff. I just don't know what I'm getting.
Yes.
Guys, I'm gonna make
That's
a
how it
B-Fly
works.
video, a series of B-Flow videos. But Tyler, I have all sorts of things I need to show you. And my number one thing I need to talk to you about is
Ear Pro.
here. How do I wear it with a ball cap and hearing pro? We'll talk. We'll talk. I got things. I got things to show you. Hey, let's talk about. Oh,
I was gonna say when I got your Gabe gave me an X-Fog fan motor thing, and then I called B-Fly up and I was like, I don't know, just send me whatever, and then send me an invoice. I literally said, I don't know what's gonna work, just send me whatever, and send me an invoice.
Alex is a very simple creature.
You see what
I
he
don't
just
know,
put?
I'll
He
make
forgot.
whatever
He
work.
forgot to use the discount code.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
care.
did. Oh, listen to him. Money means nothing to me because I have a Lumpia machine.
Well, that's
Hey,
right. That's because I can, that's where I save my money. After she,
there you go.
cooks me dinner and does my laundry, cleans the windows, mows the lawn.
Whoa, stop.
I can
Stop.
go buy.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus,
and
can
here,
you brag some more?
here's the
So
thing.
you have a free servant at home. 'cause
And
your
she's
mom
Filipino.
will
So
praise
this
her
is just
for
reinforcing
That's like-
stereotypes. You're reinforcing stereotypes, sir.
Did we not just have Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Weren't they free?
Different, not for Filipinos. Filipinos have never had Juneteenth. Hey, guys, we're going to talk really quickly about batteries not included. You're going to hear us talk about it more, but we want to start planting the seed. Batteries not included is July 19th, which is a Sunday at Crossfire. For those that don't know what batteries not included is your non-standard platform game. You can't use AEGs. You can't use traditional HPA rifles. You can use gas guns, GBBRs, nothing tapped, although I think tapped shotguns is allowed.
Shotguns you can use.
I think tapped. I don't know if we got tapped sniper rifles yet, which I think we should. There's a shout out. He's not watching, so I can say whatever we want. Reckon's not paying attention to this. We might have the game organizer Reckon on for not on the stream, but might do an interview with him. I don't think the rules are complicated, but I've also been helping run that game for a couple years. If any of you have played Batteries Not Included, please shout out in chat. If Joe's here, Joe Eggstead, shout out to Joe. If you're here, I know you have played this many times, maybe since the beginning. This is where your gas shotguns and your GBBRs dominate, right? So it is a fun game. It is very purposeful. Usually this game, though, it's interesting. Because it's a Sunday, because it's your non-standard platforms, 20-ish players is what that usually gets. I would love to see 50. So I really want to promote
grenades
this
allowed.
game. Are grenades allowed? Yes.
I'm gonna go and just grenades only.
I mean, that is a way to go. I will say that I think it was the last one I was at, so 2 batteries not included ago. after lunch break, which was like every lunch break was rough. One team charged the other team, and they were still doing a briefing, and they came in shooting and throwing in grenades, and that team got wiped. So don't cluster in your base talking about how cool you are when the game starts, because the other team can come and crawl up your keister. But so we're going to talk about batteries not included more. But again, Sunday, July 19th at Crossfire Airsoft. This is the biggest thing that Crossfire will have, other than maybe their anniversary game, which I haven't seen get scheduled yet. So this is that opportunity to play Crossfire for those of you that haven't. So we'll talk about the rules in detail a little bit more as we get a little bit closer. But if you're not doing anything, please join us. I'm actually going to be helping ref. I think Alex is probably going to help ref, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'll be out there. I kind of want to play that game, but if he needs someone to help ref,
No, you go play.
So it probably doesn't.
I'll come ref in your spot for you. You go play.
Because it's too hot.
I've never seen this man play Airsoft.
Because he really
it
doesn't.
might be too hot to play, so I probably won't
Bring you
play.
the yellow umbrella and follow you around.
I'll admit, this is why, and it's a tough time to try to get like an MWS and stuff like that. But this is where some of those I was looking, not because I do not need it. I was looking at a GBBR MP5 for this game, and I was like, oh, this game would be sweet with an MP5.
But you also have to keep in mind that there are mag restrictions for
100%.
GBBRs.
Yep. Tons of the organizer has a very specific way he wants to play it, and some people are like, I don't like that. If you don't, tough.
So definitely read the rule set.
Yeah.
Before you decide whether or not.
And we will go through it. Like you said, if you you can carry a pistol and as many mags as you want. But if you carry a shotgun, you can only have so many rounds. If you have a GBBR, it's based on, I think it's based on mags, not round count, but it's both. It's like there's kind of
a weird balance.
Yeah, there's a math that he's done, but like everything you have,
like it's like 3 rifle GBBR mags up to X number of rounds or something.
Joe, you usually run a GBBR, but like AAPs, like traditional there's not a lot of AEPs out there anymore, but AEPs can do full auto. And you get, but like there's still mag restrictions. So again, it is a fun game especially for those of you who just want a pistol gun. Like I just want to run out with a pistol.
Do the AAPs, do they get?
This is it.
Do the AAPs get converted into like rifles when you guys have like the huge pretty much, you know what I'm.
You have to
when you convert it.
You have to use, if they're a pistol, you have to use it as a pistol. If you put it in a carbine kit, now it's a rifle. So I actually bought 30-round large mags for my PCC specifically, but I could only run 3 mags because now it's a rifle. So, like, the rules are clear, but they are specific. So again, we're not going to get into it tonight, but we just really want to say that that's a fun game. And here's specifically where I'll run. Thank you, Joe, for sounding off. Very specifically, you GBBR players, if you have a GBBR of any flavor, yeah, man, this is the game. Like, sure, you want to play with everybody else in AEG games, cool. This is one where, man, you'll do really well. So, looking at chat, anything happening? BNI love, good, we love that. Yeah, Joe is probably one of the biggest supporters of BNI. Also the Horsemen. The Horsemen, if they're available, like they've had a different season. They've had some graduations and things of that nature. So I haven't seen them a ton this season, but they're also huge fans of that event.
I guess they can't hear Josh. They
You
can't. No. Are you guys using just one mic?
No, I think we're on both.
They're both on.
Oh, yeah. Bring it a little closer to your mouth then, and that's probably the issue.
Josh.
There, right there. That should work.
I don't need to be as close because my voice
you can put yours over on your desk and be fine.
Someone's chatting us. Okay, hey, I have another topic. Let's start another topic and see where it goes. And if it goes nowhere, it goes nowhere. Let's talk about Heat. Heat.
Not the awesome movie.
Not the movie. So we had, I don't know that I would call it a Heat. We had a player at Legends in the Valley who pushed himself pretty hard. It was warm. I actually think the field. I think it was a combination of factors that made him have an issue. But he did have an incident where we did have to pull him off field. He was verbal the whole time. I wasn't too worried about him. But it was a hot day with a lot of exertion. So that was not a bad day. Like last weekend was beautiful. It was a beautiful weekend. Low 80s, not much humidity from my point of view. But now we're in July. Like we said it earlier, it's been hot.
It was a hot day. I mean,
you're Filipino. Stop complaining.
Hey, I've had a heat casualty, and if you guys don't know, it sucks.
Yeah.
So
well, and that's one of those things that you can even hydrate really well.
Yes, and I thought I was.
Sure. Like some of this is just conditioning, and then I know there's some of you rock stars out there like, yeah, I run miles so that I can play Airsoft. Cool. Well, that's not me. But so how do you guys deal with the heat? How do you guys here? I'll just say I don't usually carry hydration anymore. If I do, I'm starting to move more to bottles. Josh actually brought something.
I did. So this is I run when it gets real hot. I run these core ice plates. I have a set of them. I have front and rear. They come with all the hardware, so you can have one capped, and you can have a drain. You can have a drinking tube on them if you want. They're QD fittings, all that kind of jazz. The gimmick with these is they have a little fill line on them, and you can fill it up to that line and then stick it in your freezer, freeze this solid, and then you put it in your plate carrier.
Yeah.
Put it in your plate carrier. I have two of them front and back, and then all day this keeps you cool, and as it melts, you have ice water in this plate until you run out of water. And then you can also use this in the winter if you're cold. You put hot water in this, it'll keep you warm. But since we're talking about heat, this is my big go-to as far as equipment for heat. The primary thing is hydration. Just beforehand, you got to drink. You got to make sure you're hydrated.
Yeah, like if you're drinking the day before a game, it's too late.
And it's not just drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
it's not just water. It's more than that. But
I mean, someone drink water and Gatorade, not just Monsters and Red Bulls. Yes, that is a wise choice. That is.
I think Gabe also has I don't know if you have one handy. Maybe one of the mannequins has it. We both run those little bands around our neck.
Yeah.
That both help keep us cool, and also if I have any goggle fogging issues, if I'm not running an X-Fog or something.
They're quite literally like the
Walmart special,
$12 on Amazon, something like that. It's a neck fan, right? Like just you'll see us actually at fields before B-Fly, but that's what we carry if we fog at all. You just put that underneath your goggles and that'll clear up right away. But also it's just nice to have that on.
I'm thinking that's a great idea, and B-Fly has a great, next step, like we were talking before, hoses everywhere.
I want a still suit. I want to drink my own pee. That's a whole other thing.
Wow.
Alex, you were gonna say.
Wow.
At least I didn't say.
No, I had one of those those cool rags for a little bit.
Yeah,
I was like, they're nice to have until you lose it.
Well, and
I'm somewhere.
This is why a lot of people run like the sniper veils, but then they're not putting it over their face to break up their head. I mean, you can do that, but it's basically some kind of towel you put around your neck that you can soak with cold water or any water just to cool yourself down. What else do people say? Hydration bladders. I feel like traditional hydration bladders, still 100% valid. I feel like they're not as common when I look around. I see a lot more of the smaller ones, like the kangaroo pouches for emergency hydration. I'm seeing a lot. There's definitely a move towards Nalgene's and similar sized hard bottles. I bought one of those. I don't remember the name now, but it's a squeeze bottle, the size of a Nalgene, so you can do whatever you want. That's actually a really nice bottle. That's what I've been using for refereeing.
A lot of people probably have had this experience with bladders, with traditional bladders like your Camelbacks and that sort of things. If you have any amount of gear on and you sit down too hard or slam into a tree or something, and you pop that bladder, now you have 1.5 liters of water just all over the place,
and you don't know what actually happened. So it might have been incontinence. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's why when I carry a bladder, I would rather have like 2 small bladders. And like there's a new thing, I think it's called Ice Flask, which is actually a hard square kind of thing. Oh yeah, I think it's
It's the same
made by the
company.
same company.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, it's a smaller version of that you can still freeze. You can split it up, but then you can put hoses in those as well.
They also run those for your side
Yeah,
plates.
100%. So it's like a large radio
Yeah.
kind of design. So, and part of it, part of it's a shtick as well. Like every company's just trying to think of things, but if they make sense and they work, great. Let's see, hydration bladder and water both work. Depends on how you want to set up. Yeah, man. Like the important part is like also we've been playing a lot of games where people like the organizers will have water at fobs. I love that. I think every big game should do that. If I ever go to a fob, I'm gonna have something of my own. And this is we're talking heat specifically, but this is where you should have some snacks. And snacks are part of the heat because you need, salts, you need minerals, you need, so everyone likes to carry their Gatorades and stuff, but you can get a little bit of food is required as well.
B-Fly saying that he has cooling ice packs, instant ice packs.
Yeah, and you're in Florida, dude. Like you're in a different level. Yeah, you're in swampy zone, son. Like that's a thing.
I carry those instant ice packs. I carry 2 of them just because I'm carrying my med kit, and there's one in there. Just like at Operation Sweet 16, the Sweet 16er needed some emergency attention from heat.
Yeah,
she went a little too hard.
That actually happened. But second game, man, that
was
16-year-olds don't know their own.
She was a little later, and I think they played 3 or 4 games at that point. I think Scooby Snacks, the adult version of Scooby Snacks.
Here's where, and he's not going to be on stream. Like we know people who relish in claiming not to drink. And then when they have heat issues, Isaac, I'm calling you out. And then when they do have, like, they do crash out, they're kind of like, oh, I'm sorry I crashed out. Fool. We knew that was going to happen. So I'm just looking, what else do people got here? Not a ton of new things. Whiskey has water. Nice. Nice, Apollo.
It's like I was gonna say kind of like what Josh said. Like
so does beer.
More than just water. Like you got to do more stuff than just drink water because
like,
I remember when I got my heat casualty, I pretty much just drink water, and freaking got a splitting headache, passed out, and woke up at a restaurant with Greg Brothers, and then that was my heat
nightmare.
What a nightmare!
Yeah, that's a. Sorry. Are you sure you didn't die there for a second and go to hell?
Alex, watch out! The assassin is behind you.
Well, I mostly just wanted to bring
this snipe.
Stream snipe. Like, guys, every game I go to, there is some level of exhaustion. Now, it doesn't always reach heat.
Like true heat casualty.
True heat catch, and you don't want it to.
Oh God,
straight up. Like again, the guy who was at Champion Valley, he was puking, legit puking. That also can be right after lunch. Like people eat fast, they eat too much, then they go on field. Say that again, Alex.
I think he ate like one of those gross MREs or something.
It looked MRE-ish. Yeah, it did not look like it looked like goulash, frankly.
You got the kids that decide to eat their lunch and then have a foot race.
Yeah. Right. Ready? Go.
So guess what, kids? You're not actually supposed to eat the entire MRE in one sitting.
Yeah, the caloric intake for that is a whole day for most people.
The only thing MREs are good for is making tear gas.
Out of your butt.
Okay. So again, that player,
I'll explain how to do it off stream.
We won't get into that.
No, yeah. We're just kidding, government, ATF. This has nothing to. We're not making tear gas.
This isn't the MA chemistry channel.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. So like he was puking, but he was verbal, and he was drinking only water. And like once we discovered it, again, the fact that he was able to talk meant that I was not as worried. If he had been like zoned, like he didn't have a headache really, he was starting to feel it. But then John came out on an ATV, and I'll just say for most fields, bigger games, man, having an ATV is nice if you have an emergency. Ooh. But he came out with a packet in the water, made him slam that, and he got off the field and he felt better. But guys, you gotta know your bodies, and this is where I'm gonna just call out you younger guys. I think those old farts, We walk the wrong way, and we're like, "Oh, I better take it easy the rest of the day."
Or
But
you
a
mop
lot of you
your
young
house.
guys just run. Yeah, see, don't do that, David. That's how you hurt yourself. A lot of you young guys just start running, and just because you're young and even in shape doesn't mean you can handle a hot day with insufficient all caffeine, insufficient hydration. So just be careful out there, guys. All right, what did
It
the
sucks
Airsoft-
because we can feel it coming when we're, older. You're like, you can kind of feel like you're either going to be dehydrated or you didn't drink enough water.
Yeah. Well, and like, so, I mean, and the Airsoft strategist, Alistair says, like, drink days ahead. Yeah. I mean, that's the key. Like, when we're traveling to play, I do that just for flying. Like, I just, there's a lot of things that dry you out.
Vulture's trying to mess with some people, I think.
Who is?
Vulture. He said bring milk. Chug it between games.
Yeah. I mean, if
your name's Matt Rude.
If your name is Matt Rude, shout out to our buddy Rude. Yeah. He would do that and the cracker thing. And do both of them. And then he used to be pretty successful at that and not hurl. But at some point, he has been known for violent ejection from different directions. So don't do that.
I roll out of bed and I get lightheaded, Franklin. Don't even have to stand up.
Pedialyte, yes. Whiskey, no. But I know where you're at right now, Thomas. So I can totally see you saying that.
I mean, every single one of his comments is going to have the word whiskey in it.
Like, if you go to when I'm up north this weekend, I'm sure we will be at a bar. I'm going to ask for, can I have a Pedialyte and whiskey? And I just want to see their faces.
No, you need to ask for an Ensure and whiskey.
I am older. Ensure is an old person drink.
Duh.
Yeah,
I get a white Russian with a Pediasure.
No, we're talking white. We're talking hydration. You want the Pedialyte?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ensure is for calories. All right. Well, there was heat.
Yeah. That's your meal instead of eating an MRE. Instead of eating an MRE, just pound a couple of Ensures and then you're good to go, Gabe.
Ensure will keep you regular.
Like, you get an MRE and eat that whole MRE, dude. That is gonna on so many levels. That is gonna mess with your guts. It doesn't mess with mine.
Just smelling an MRE can mess with your gut.
I don't even know what the fascination is about getting in how that goes like hand in hand, like in airsoft games. Like, I don't know how
people eating MREs.
Yeah, just getting an MRE. It's
like
it's Milsim, bro.
Yeah. Again, if
you even Milsim, bro?
If you're doing a Milsim West where you actually have to hump your food out, sure. Like, you're doing a field exercise, basically. Cool. Bring MREs. Every other event.
I'm not knocking MREs. I'm just saying you're not supposed to eat the whole.
You're not supposed to eat a whole one. You're not supposed to eat it in 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, they're meant to sustain troops in the field who are burning several thousand calories a day.
Right.
Not playing airsoft for an afternoon.
Just because you want to be I'm soldier timing. Save that up. But also, leftover MREs are just a hair grosser than regular. I mean, I've actually had some pretty good MREs, but mostly, if I don't finish that MRE, it's just going in the T-rash. Because, no. Ew. And there are some flat out disgusting MREs.
I don't know anymore. They're all pretty solid. It's not the 80s anymore.
They have done better. I still wish we could get more international ones.
Hey, the old brown wrappers, man. My favorite was the green eggs and ham, but
really? Oh, that's such a sketchy choice.
Lasagna was the best.
Lasagna was pretty safe. Like,
I mean, the beef hot dogs were frankly the best thing, but the fucking green eggs and ham were.
We could go out. Like, I haven't had one in so long.
Bad when they stopped giving cigarettes in them.
Well, that was a long time.
MREs never had cigarettes.
Back in, they used
to.
Did,
yep.
K-Rat and
well, yeah.
MREs did not.
Well, that was also when smoking was healthy.
So, but the latest contractor they have making MREs is doing a pretty decent. There's more edible ones than inedible ones with the latest contractor.
I have to admit I haven't eaten one because I'll be honest, I'll have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's fine.
I've eaten plenty of MREs. I didn't have a choice.
Have you ever served at like where all you
Amen,
could eat
Josh. Amen.
during a field exercise was MREs? Like, this is like similar to rucking. All my friends who are like, I'm rucking, and they're like, screw you. I rucked for 4 years because I had to, because then I had people yelling at me. I'm not going to do it for fun. Okay, fair. But that's why I pretend. I'm a pretender. I'm a, you know. So that went from heat to MREs, which I think is important just to talk about your food, guys.
Walter did say he wanted to jump back a subject there.
Oh, okay, what did he say? To another topic, can you jump back to ref field staff? What do you do as a ref or field staff at an event? What's the job look like to us? Josh, you've done refereeing. What do you think? Actually, so this is where you should talk about your history a little bit so people have a context of like your breadth of experience. From my point of view, there are very few people who have been playing airsoft longer than me and or been involved in the sport. He's one of them.
So I started refereeing paintball back in the early 90s. I used to work for Apocalypse Paintball. So I refed all kinds of paintball games, and then I was there when they first started transitioning to running Airsoft, and used to run walk-ons and all that stuff regularly. So, I've done a lot of reffing as field staff. And then when I moved to Minnesota, became a member of the MMA, I was a frequent ref when we were still running open sessions and running events.
It's like 10 years here. Like we ran
so
for 10 years.
We ran games here for a decade. I worked at Apocalypse for, 5 years. So I've, 15 years of straight, like pretty consistent reffing experience. I haven't done it for quite a while, but it sounds like maybe I might be convinced to do some in the near future again. For me as a ref, one of the biggest things for me has always been safety. iPro is obviously the core of the safety gear for us, for the sport, for paintball, for any of these like simulated combat sports. So safety is always my biggest thing. Making sure that people aren't doing things that are clearly going to get them hurt or damage things that don't need to be damaged, field property, whatnot. And then kind of as a tertiary job is like actually managing like what the players are up to, and like, if watching them, making sure you're, watching for cheating, watching for arguments to try and head things off. If you see guys yelling at each other, first thing staff should be doing is moving towards it to try and figure out what's going on and resolve it.
And Josh already said it, but like knowing the rules is a big part, whether you're just watching for infractions or if people have questions. And I think this is where you and I maybe differ in our, like, you're more of a quieter ref. I'm definitely more of a coaching ref when I think it's needed. And you do it too, right? But like you are much more patient than, like, you'll watch players work the problem, and sometimes I just get tired of you guys trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and I'll be like, hey, did you ever consider this? So but like I think good, and let's not call them refs. We said there's game organizers and there's refs, but there's that position where I think you are there to make sure the game goes well. That safety, that is just successful processing of, like, we want to make sure you're having a good time safely. And good time is also like, I don't know what to do. Okay, do you know what the mission is? No, I don't. So like this is where, again, knowing the rules, knowing what the goal of the day is, I think that's a big part of.
I would go to the step of saying that when we're out there, we're not really a ref. I think we're more of, obviously it's called the same thing as a ref overseas, but I could see that over here is we're more like a field marshal in a sense. We're a field, and we're whether it be an ambassador or something, we're also reffing, but we're also, looking at all aspects of it and making sure things are people are having a good time. People are, it's not just, we're not just there to focus on the referee status. We're on and above more, especially you.
Well, this is where, and I made a post about this before, like, how do you guys like it? Because some guys are like, I don't want your help. we're gonna figure this out. And like if I hear that from a player, I do not get offended. I just know that guy, when he's doing stuff, I am just watching for safety and making sure he's not hurting himself or someone else. And I let him do whatever he wants to. But
I was going to say another big part of it really is being an information source so when players do have questions, especially about the rules, when they go, "Hey, I just saw that guy do this thing. Is that allowed?" And you go, "Yeah, that's fine," or "No, he's not supposed to he's not supposed to do that. Who was it? Let me go talk to him."
yeah,
So being there,
war crimes.
excuse me, as a reference point, just so people to clarify issues that people have, questions people have. Is big, and again, you have to know the rules if you're going to tell people what they're supposed to know.
Yeah, like this
Like
is where
B-Fly just said, we're more admin than we are ref.
Yeah,
Right. And call it staff, call it admin, call it marshal, call it whatever you want.
Well,
I mean,
the thing is, like Josh was saying, like what is appropriate staff? Like I'll say again, like Gag pulls people in for eyes for specifically safety infractions. But if you ask them a game related question, they will give you a blank look. But if they're good at it, they'll go, "I do not know the answer to that, but I will get an admin, I'll get a game organizer, and they'll answer it for you." So like there is an experience level that I think comes from being a player.
Mhm.
And either, what you're expecting as a player, what you've seen go terribly wrong as a player, and then you just kind of like, and this is also where I think all of your staff needs to be engaged and engaging. When I say that, like, you can't be like, "Stop doing that." Like if you did, I was whispering. Like you have to have a voice. You have to be willing to call people out on rule violations or to save their asses if they're going to do something terrible, either to themselves or someone else, right? So like this is where sometimes when I know people are like, "Hey, we got a bunch of refs and they're all 15," I'm like, I'm gonna yell over all these kids. And I don't mean to, but no, I do. I do actually mean to. So
You enjoy
like
it.
what you call them. I think the other thing is, again, how many people can you get?
Yeah.
Like one experienced admin staff, referee, marshal, not Southern Minnesota marshal. Like
I was just gonna
one
say,
is
wait a minute.
good, but you can't still run a whole game off that. Like you're going to stretch them pretty thin.
No, and
So
like
you
we were
need a
saying
couple
earlier,
of
it's hard to get because you want people in Airsoft, but they also want to play. So you might get them 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
And this is where I'll say you can have some level of player ref, but they're not reffing. They're just there to help. Like my whole thing with player refs is I don't expect them to make a call. I expect them to point out rules and then contact somebody who can come in and enforce things at a higher level. So, Vulture, how was that? Perfect. Alex, how do you ref?
Usually sitting down with an umbrella.
I mean,
somewhere in the field.
I was gonna make fun of you, but like, also, how do you ref? Seriously.
I like to be there just for that, just for that person to, be there for, "Hey, that guy's not calling his hits," or being in, just being in, I don't know how to say it, like just being that visual that there's another rep on the field.
It is amazing sometimes you'll be like
that floater.
The float, like there might be a problem with a player or an area and a ref shows up and all of a sudden there's not problems anymore because there's a bright red shirt.
Here's a perfect example. At this game, I was in a spot where a guy's like, I got you, I know I got you. And it's like, "No, you didn't, dude. I was here the whole time."
Yeah.
And
the other thing I want to point out, that's something that Alex and I do, and David, you do it, and Josh, I know you've done it, is like, "Hey, we need someone to go here. We need someone to check this. We need someone to go to the commanders. We need someone to go back to base." That's the other thing that
I'll
I
check
think.
points on this or that.
Right. You are there to watch the players, but again, you're there to make sure the game is working.
Yeah.
So like at Legends of the Valley, there'd be a lot of calls where Alistair was like, "Hey, I need people to check the status of these checkpoints." Okay, well, Alex will go here, I'll go there.
And it's a very different thing to reffing, say, a large event like a Milsim event versus open play.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different player base. So it's a different it's a different can of worms.
Yes, like straight up, like death match. I basically just make sure no one's literally trying to kill each other, and other than that, I just kind of sit back and hoot and holler and
you go
go,
find
that was sweet.
go find a corner and hide, and somewhere where you
Try to
can
hide.
somewhere where you can.
Unless Slim Tack Airsoft is shooting at you.
Well, right. That's the biggest problem. We might have to start making our schedules for reffing around where he's playing and avoid those.
He's playing everywhere.
I know.
Playing everywhere. But yeah, like this is where I think you're engaged as if you're going to help run a game, whatever you want to call the role. Sure. If you're there to help, know the rules, enforce the rules, be safe, and be helpful. I think all of us have been to a game where either there weren't enough refs or they had refs who weren't helpful. So
yeah, I mean, I also am not a fan. We've mentioned player refs a few times, and I have generally negative experiences with player refs, even though I have been a player ref on many occasions.
Like
I filled that role. I've had negative interactions with other player refs who didn't know I was a player ref, and they were doing stupid rule breaking shit.
Don't you know who I am?
They tried to play that, and I was like, I literally known the field owner longer than you've been alive. What are you talking about?
That's a great story, as a matter of fact.
No, are you talking about the one where the guy runs out of bounds? I'm a player ref.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yes, that's one of the events. Yes.
Yeah. Like,
oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, there are fields where we have built a reputation enough that if we were to show up today, we can't do stupid stuff. We can't do dangerous stuff, but that's actually what, like, they're like, you're considered staff for this weekend. You're considered staff whenever you come. And I don't think we flex that. It's just when people try to flex it on us, we're always like, don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm just thinking about that story, and that was just hilarious to me.
So ridiculous.
You're out of bounds on the road. It's okay. I'm a player ref.
You're a player ref who's flat out cheating right now. So, I mean, we're not telling the whole story and we're just laughing about it, which is, it's a secret.
It's a long story.
Yeah, it's a long story. It's a great story, but basically, this is where I feel like also you got to trust your player refs. Like we talked about that, absolutely. Right? Like if they abuse that power,
and that person is no longer a player ref.
Yeah. I have not seen them recently at all. So yeah, that was the thing. I'm reading some of the comments here.
I totally forgot about that. I'm just laughing about it.
Yeah. All right. So
they did then compliment me on how quiet my machine gun was, which was stupid effing quiet. But...
That was your XM, wasn't it? Was that or was you?
No, that was my Crytek LMG when I had an HPA.
Man, that was a long time ago. We'll tell the story, and yeah, we need more time. It's there's a lot of things we don't want to talk about that game in public. Hey guys, so June was a crazy month. You had AMS followed by Viking Raid and the D-Day event at Twin Cities Airsoft. Then you had Nightshade. Then you had Legends of the Valley. So again, big operation level games every weekend in June. July, I was originally saying it wasn't that busy. It actually is still busy because every field is basically open every weekend. How far ahead are you guys planning? Like, I know Alex has been trying to figure out time to play. I know Josh is the same way, trying to figure out a weekend when he can get out and play. But like, and some of you guys, thank you again for people who have been on our streams. Like, I've seen a lot of your faces many weekends in a row. So shout out. Thanks for all of that. Thanks on behalf of the field owners. But
and on a note on that, when you're out there, come up, introduce yourself. Tell us who put it so we can put a name to a face on the stream.
There are some new names. I don't see it recently, but like there was a couple new names earlier in chat that I was like, I don't know that person. I hope we meet them. Yeah. Come out, find us. Like we love to put names to faces or faces to names. But like, yeah, how is the rest? So I was saying June, July, August. That's the summer around here. Is there? I mean, are we still playing earlier and later into the fall? Yes, of course we are. But things like school start to happen for a lot of you younger guys. Vacations are a summer thing. How are you planning the rest of your season? Oh, Vulture, I do have to I got the quote. I got to pay for them for the eartism patches. Vulture asks, when are the eartism patches coming? We didn't see them. They're in the background. Again, we're going to do green and brown with black writing, and then we're going to do yellow. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was yellow. We're going to do yellow. You fools want it. So we're going to do it. I'm not made of money, people.
Wow.
I mean, I did just buy the MP7 for no reason.
Our 1.5 million viewers, we're getting a lot of ad revenue.
Yeah. Can't wait to start funding my purchases with that.
I got my first affiliate check from B-Fly.
Oh, I want neutrality because I want to be able to roast everybody. Alex and I were talking about how I bought that there's a new Gen 3 VFC MP7, Elite Force VFC MP7. I just had to have it as soon as I found out about it. And then if I would have waited a day, Alex, you're right. Now there's a 4th of July sale at EVIC where I totally would have
which is worthless for my part, what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Well, that thing wasn't that's not going to be on sale anyway.
It's not, but they had if you spend X amount, then you get this much off.
Oh.
So I think I would have gotten $35 off, which
that buys one extra mag.
That's a few
I was
grenades.
going to say that I'd have to add something on to still I was fine with already free shipping, but yeah, this is where in a pursuit of being first, because I'm an achievement whore, I should have waited one damn day to see if there was a 4th of July sale, but
I didn't think of it either, and I ordered it from eBay yesterday.
That's why I didn't feel bad because I know you did the same.
But I just ordered some goofy parts and stuff that aren't going to be on clearance, that aren't going to be on sale anyway. So
was it still $25 for shipping?
No, I did whatever the minimum order, the bare minimum to get free shipping.
So guys, the couple of you are joking, but it's completely legit. How much do I spend on EG67s? Because I do the bulk order, they're all mine until someone buys them, and I don't think about it. That's the problem.
So the answer is a lot.
Yeah, I don't think about the grenades when I'm throwing them. You all should, because they're $10 a piece. I don't until I run out and I go, oh crap.
That's like Saturday. That's like Saturday. The kid, my son, was just running, and I lobbed 3, and they're like, "Really, dude? You just lobbed $30 at him?" I'm like, "Oops,
totally worth it, worth it."
And I killed 2 friendlies in the process because I just wanted to hit him with a grenade.
Worth it, even better.
Hey, there's casualties in war.
Wait till you have one coming at you and you get to hit it back. I'm waiting for that day again.
I want to carry a little billy club with me just so when I see one coming at me, I quickly tactical little bat.
Just catch it.
Yeah,
catch it, throw it back.
I was scared to catch it when that one was coming at me. I was like, oh.
No, it's actually did your story and his story both happen at the same AMS again? I think it might have. They were at AMS games, I believe.
I don't know if they were.
Okay.
I think mine was an AMS game.
We can talk about how to work EG67s. He's still not the greatest at it.
I'm terrible at it. I either crush them or rip them off of the charge,
or they bounce back at you,
or I short it and I bounces back and I catch it and throw it where I wanted it.
And I'm still bad, but if you
throw
talking
20
about
of
that
them, so
eventually
I'm
you're
talking
going to
about on
have
the field.
I have not shot that mortar yet, Vulture, because I'm aware of $40 a shot, and I want to get more rounds. That's really the big thing. I saw someone mention it. So planning for Starburst. So I'm not Nolan Sutton Sugar Boy Airsoft. Yeah, we're not talking about
that's
it really
Echo
heavily.
17. That's Echo 7.
That's Echo 17? Oh.
Yeah, that's Nolan from the team.
Yeah, so there is a lot of discussion right now on the Project Echo Discord. There's a whole section dedicated to Starburst planning. So if you're interested, jump in there. I will say once again, there is a large contingent of Minnesota players that most of you probably don't even know, who have regularly go to Third Coast Airsoft games. Rich Cudahy, again, shout out to our buddy Rich. He goes to all of them when he's healthy. So
I'm
if
glad
you're
you added
interested in
that.
going to Starburst, yeah, I mean he's also he's long in the tooth, and I say that as someone who's also long in the tooth. That means old to you young guys who don't know that little saying.
B-Fly, I'll send you details.
If you have, is he gonna go?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Western Brown, and you want to play Baker
Company. Yep.
If you want to go, if you're just interested in talking about we are not Third Coast experts. Rich is. Alex and I have been to 2. So once every half of the year here that we're going. So we know some things from the new person point of view. David's first Third Coast will be October.
Yep.
Upstairs, please.
So if you have questions and you want to get involved,
Upstairs.
go ahead. Start in that Project Echo Discord. What do you call? Is it TCA Starburst? Is that what it's called right now?
I think it's Starburst TCA. It's down underneath games. It's just a whole channel.
Yeah. And it's been blowing up mostly because there's some of us really talking about it right now. I know that I've been talking
link in chat.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Jump in that.
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, I was gonna say I made a packing list because people were asking about packing list, and then I was going to say, don't ask Alex his packing list. Though you do pack very purposefully, but you don't have a list with check boxes and
no, I just
Thursday 1 underwear, 1 sock. Friday 2 underwears, 3 socks.
No, most of us aren't that retentive.
That's your loss.
I'm gonna bring 1 sock and a half a pair of boxers.
That's why whenever I forgot, you have it.
That's also my curse. Shout out to our buddy Eric Pekeezer. I can't remember where we were. I think it was at a Tarkov event, and he actually flat out said, "I didn't bring it because I know you'd have it, Gabe." And I was like, "Damn it!" And he was right. I overpack, even and especially when I'm flying, because I just don't want to have to buy stuff.
I overpack as well, but
yeah. Oh yeah, no, oh yeah. If there's someone who overpacks more, this is why when we go to drivable games, all of us take our own vehicle. There was a time when we were like, hey, let's try to carpool. Nope.
We have too much shit.
Nope, not anymore. We all like our privacy. We all like our own radio channels, and we all like to pack a day before, and our vehicles are completely full of crap.
Why do you think the trailer came about? Because it turned into, I shoved enough into my Jeep where it was now I can only bring 1 person. And then it was oh, sorry, kid, you can't come. I need the front seat to shove stuff too.
Well, and that's someone actually said, hey, David has a trailer and he's been doing this for a year. And Gabe, why don't you have one? And it's really because I didn't start driving until 43 anyway. And I always said, Rude, frankly, shout out again to our friend Rude, who had a big truck and we just filled that bitch up. But, the thing I just want to point out for any game, but especially large travel games, if you forget something, that can really mess with your whole vibe, especially if it's something important. If you forget your goggles, and I'm not saying it's happened before. I forgot my goggles. No, I totally forgot my goggles at open sessions. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta wear someone else's goggles. But if you forget something key to your loadout, not only you're gonna have to buy it, not only you have to find someone who's selling it, but that's just extra money.
Yeah. And if you don't have that option, then you have to beg and borrow.
Yeah, beg, borrow, steal. Don't steal.
I wasn't going to say the last part of that phrase for that very reason, but
I mean, no, I'm kidding. So yeah, I don't know if Slim, you had a chance to look at my packing list that I posted this afternoon, but if I'm interested in what your feedback is on my obsessive compulsive. I literally have, again, this is how many pairs of underwear I'm bringing. With, again, you always bring 2 extra because sometimes you eat questionable food late at night.
Extra, but I don't have a check.
Ask Franklin about that.
I go, how many days am I going to be gone? 5. All right, I need 6 pairs of underwear.
Yep. And sometimes you bring disposable underwear, meaning just older underwear, and you just.
I used to have that habit.
Yeah.
My oldest underwear I would wear to events and just throw them in the trash instead of taking them home and washing them.
I like the flavors,
but now I buy fancy underwear, so they're too expensive to throw away.
Spending real money on underwear. What else we got?
Don't worry, B-Fly. I'm
Yeah.
driving the almost 18 hours down because again, I have I have a habit of overpacking.
Apollo, you know you like. Don't pretend like you haven't thought about it. I have themed underwear as well. Depending on my mood, I have some camo underwear. I have some sharks when I'm aggressive underwear. It's great. All right, what else we got here? Thomas, we are one shower away from fall gag. I don't know what that means. One golden shower away? Because if that's the case, gag is tomorrow.
No, I think he only showers once a month.
Oh.
So he probably had
July.
He probably had July shower, but technically speaking, if it's once a month only, unless he showers and
every twice a month, every quarter.
Yeah, once a quarter.
The first.
Yeah, first of the month. That would be then 2 showers if
shower
it was
day.
first.
Maybe that's the shower day.
Right, if it's first of the month, then there'd be 2.
He does have a new
August
house.
and
Maybe he
September.
just doesn't have water. He has well water.
We could very well contemplate all night about, and discuss Thomas's
37.
shower techniques, but
maybe he only showers on the 31st, and there's only 31st every other month.
Right.
there you go.
June didn't have a 31st. Hey, Thomas, we got you. We figured out your secret sauce. Literally, because you smell like a sauce.
Wow. That cheese must be real.
Slim, yeah. Should I share? Technically, B-Fly, I published a list of what I'm packing, and your gear was on it already. Yeah. Again, I'm a guy also, Slim, and I don't think I'm the only one who does this, but like I lay out stuff, right? Like I try to have some kind of organization. I have a pool table, which means I never use it for pool. I only put Legos or Airsoft on it. I also bring like for things like Starburst, and Alex does this too. Like we bring things for other people, like we'll bring extra launchers for technicals. And I'll just point out, if you're going to go to Starburst and you're going to go Western and you're going to go Baker Company, which is led by Rich, we have 2 technicals on Baker. At least 2. We have 3. Alex, does Iron Legion have 2 technicals?
They have 2. Well, if the one, because that one broke down.
That one, it might have blown up. Yeah, I don't know. But like, there will be multiple vehicles. I don't know that we're going to be on the vehicles. Alex would like to be. That's an inside joke. But like, there's vehicle options, mostly for experienced players. Or like when you're new, you want to get in a foot soldier's point of view. I will also say, do tier 1. Tier 1's an extra
50
75.
bucks,
yeah, it's like 75, 80 bucks.
Yeah.
But it's the Friday night field exercise. It's a hell of a lot of fun. And I think everybody should do it at least once when you're going to your first
65.
Third Coast Airsoft game at a specific field. Like we did GTI. We did Starburst last year. We're gonna do Starburst again. And Alex has already said. Alex, what did you say about doing tier 1 again?
I'm fine with doing it, but as long as we're doing a different platoon, because if it's the same scenario, I'd rather do it, like, because I'm assuming they'll do, like they'll just modify the same scenario, but like if we're on a different platoon, then it's like a whole different game. Because I think they had two platoons working.
They did, but remember that's
same
Western
mission,
and Eastern. Yeah, they did green and tan are the 2 things you could sign up for. And I think you could sign up for greens tier 1 even if you were brown during the day. I stayed with David because we're gonna hold his hand. And by hold his hand, I mean we're gonna push him through doorways when flashbangs are going off. Like I expect
Just go in there.
Yeah, Alex, all the places that Alex
I know
flashbangs
where they're coming.
Hey, I found, talking about flashbangs, I found out how hard in a grass field it is to try to attempt to kick an MK5. It doesn't work.
A light pyro. And here's a sidebar. I will step on an EG67 to stamp it out so it won't go off. It still goes off, but it doesn't explode really anymore. I will not do that with a Mark V. So mostly because I don't think I could get my foot on it. I'm not that coordinated. But
it's the shop goggles kid.
What? It's me, shop goggles.
To be fair, if I stomp on your grenade to keep it from going off, I will still call that grenade kill. I just don't want to get blown.
Yeah, I don't want to get rocked. I just don't want to get rocked. Yeah.
So is that
Especially
shop,
if you've thrown it in, like, a
shop
room
goggles
or, like,
kid from Bemidji area?
planning on coming to more events. It's me, Shop Goggles Kid. Were you at Big Lake
Nightshade.
Tactical Nightshade? Yeah. Love to see 80s, 90s throwback games. What does that mean to you, Mojo Tav?
Is it like
Molotov. Oh,
we talking like
got it.
Desert Storm?
we're talking Red Dawn,
Oh yeah.
Are we talking? Yeah, like
Buckaroo Banzai.
Panama.
Oh, that's getting too. Okay.
Alright.
So here's where I'll say the historical themed games. Bad Goat does some of it. I don't think they're doing anything in that time era. They're doing more.
Did they not
did
do it?
Cold War. No,
they're
early.
doing
Cold
they're
War,
doing
yeah.
older and the early Cold War.
Early Cold War, yeah.
Most
You
recent
got to
game.
remember though, he's like 80s and 90s games like was like pre his birth, so that would be
I was
like.
gonna say, what do you know about the 80s and 90s?
I'm gonna say so.
sucker?
That's like us saying, "Oh, let's we want to play a
You wanna
Vietnam game."
You want a Miami Vice game? Is that what you're asking?
I'm gonna be Don Johnson. I want to be Don Johnson.
Black Hawk Down. Hey, we've done games that were themed off Black Hawk Down, and if you're Rangers,
I mean, they still. I think Lion Claw still does them. It's called Operation Irene.
yeah, they still do that.
If you want to be a ranger from Black Hawk Down, that's what that game is every single year.
Yeah. I don't know that there's a lot of that locally, but keep looking for it and actually suggest ideas. Molotov, don't be afraid to reach out to the field and say, "Hey, I'd love to do this." Like Twin Cities Airsoft does a lot of themed games. Right now, most of their high intensities are driven around like video games. Last year was more video games. This year, actually,
A lot of their games
80s.
were like medieval-ish, like just
80s and
naming
90s
wise.
video game. That's where we need to go.
SOCOM.
80s and 90s
So
video
come.
game.
So
Yeah, there you
come.
go. Yeah, there's a lot of good games. So, all right, what else we got? East versus West, kind of. I mean, here's the thing: everything's East kind of. Here's if you want to fight Russians, that's just still about everything.
Yeah.
So I like that. That is. I don't know if it's just because we're in the United States or what, but
that could be
everybody loves the
2026 thing, fighting the Russians.
Yeah. I mean, hey, too soon, dude.
No.
We don't want to hear that.
Wow.
There's a guy who has hits calling call sign because he uses the gas mask. What? There's a guy who has his call sign because he used the gas mask once.
Vulture was
Okay.
saying earlier that your call sign
Oh.
should be given to you. So he's like, he's saying that that dude got his call sign gas mask because he used the gas mask once. So now Molotov's call sign should be shop goggles.
I will say some people who pick their own call sign, sometimes it sticks and that's fine. Sometimes you'll do one stupid thing, shop goggles, and that will follow you. Tripod. Remember Tripod?
Uh-huh. From BATC.
Yeah, there were some guys
Shout out
who
to anybody out there who was ever at a
BATC?
BATC.
Oh man, I don't
So
think anybody, I
so
don't think
Gabe,
anyone's
is your
old enough
call
to
sign
look.
call sign given?
It was, but not with internally to Airsoft. It was
Okay.
what my grandfather used to call me. But here's the other thing.
Makes
When
sense.
you start playing Airsoft before anybody else, like I have other nicknames for sure. Like Daddy are my people calling me Dad. Like I don't
Call
like
you
it.
Daddy.
Don't call me Papa because that's rude. That's my buddy
My-
rude. But
Mine was given to me by a former paintball team that I was on. So
because he tanked hits, he never called them. Oh, sorry, that's not what he did. Shop goggle. Hey man, lean into it, own it. Because once you don't wear them in a row, they're like, why do they call you shop? Well, it's a funny story. Because this 20 years from now, when you're playing, when you have your own podcast, shop goggle, you can be like, well, this is how it started. July 1, 2026 on the best, back when that stream only had 20 people on it. Now they have 5 million. I started.
Okay, could
That's
you
what- that's
imagine
what
the
they
chat?
gave me.
Could you imagine our chat if we had like 400 people, just 400 people watching?
Yeah.
We would actually have to have some of the
100.
OG people modding it.
Which is what happens.
Yep.
Which is that is a thing,
We are
guys.
now
and we
taking
hope we get there
applications for
someday.
mods, but we need to hit a magic number of 400 viewers first.
About
Handsome
Chipotle fries
Hawaiian.
having too much cilantro. Now he's a cilantro straw. Vulture, that's how it works. You don't have to be on field to get your nickname.
No.
And again, there's also like the subs. Like now that I know that Cobra Alex can also be Alex peed in your face, I might say peed in your face. Like, I mean, that might be.
I thought he was going to say peed in his pants, but
Oh, that's
straight
right
to
too, though.
face.
Yep,
no,
heard that one before.
That might be the new. There might be another rocker. No.
So, Gabe, Slim Tech has the perfect name for the podcast, by the way.
No. If I still have any creative control, I can't go that far. We can have an Airtism section.
I'm just saying everybody would click on it and just either to scream at us or to figure out why it's called that.
I don't know if our fragile egos are prepared for the mother.
Yeah, that's right.
Mothers against
Tism and mothers against Tism.
Against making fun of Tism. Yeah.
So yes, Alex's call sign is Umbrella.
He's Umbrella Corporation. That's why he does it.
He's the Umbrella Corporation. We're screwed.
Remember, somebody made me. If you guys remember that one.
Say that one more time.
Remember, I don't want to say his name. He's like, I made you. Remember that.
Oh no, yeah, that's an inside joke. And we're not going to say it because they're still active and, well, kind of. Mostly what I'm saying is, guys, chat, I hope you all end up with stories. Like, some of you have really cool names now. I hope all of you get completely ridiculous, not insulting, but like, ridiculous, funny.
Yeah, like who knows? Like Kimchi Bandit or something. Who knows?
We're going to save that one. We're going to save Kimchi Bandit. Shit, now I kind of wish I was Kimchi Bandit. Guys, I'm going to ask an initial question, and then we're probably going to start winding down. What would you like to see us do more videos on? Like, we're going to keep doing video, like gameplay footage. Like, I know David's already been doing it when he can. When he's playing, he's getting a lot of game footage from his helmet cam. I was actually talking to a friend of ours who was like, yeah, you should just be filming everything you do and then pull out chunks and, you know, like wear a chest cam because I never wear a helmet. But like, he's like, you should just be recording all the time because it's always content. What do you want to see us do more videos on? Like, I just bought a bunch of holsters. I'm gonna do a holster video for Tyler since he's on from B-Fly. Like, again, I've got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna do videos on.
Yeah, about my experiences. I gotta take time and put my kit together on my helmet so that I can make a video on it.
I've got a good setup right now, but I think we can do some tweaking. And I know that you've already been working with David on some things, but like, what else would you guys like us to talk about? Comms? I'm not gonna get into the best. What am best pistol? Nope.
There is no what am best pistol.
Yeah, there's no what am best anything really.
Like the best skirmishable pistol out of the box is a high capo.
Yep. Followed very quickly probably by an AAP simply by parts and availability and price. Like, but again, these are personal opinions. Do you want us to talk about gear? Like, we could do gear shakedowns. We could do those as videos. We could do those as live streams. We could do them as separate live streams. Like, I'll just say, like, you hear us dig on Alex because he likes his gear. But you know what he does? He likes his gear. It doesn't matter what it is. He has it set the way he likes it. So the brand does
tier 1, high speed, tier 1.
Now he's going too far, even though I was trying to give him a compliment because now I'm going to dig on him again. No, I'm kidding.
I guess everybody's liking your brain dumps.
High speed, low drag. Is that speed, drag speed, drag ways?
Oh, pride is over, dude.
Hey, some of my rigs are. One of my rigs is a modern micro rig with modified Alice pouches attached to it.
Yeah, because ultimately gear is highly subjective. It's highly personal. You know, like I buy new stuff, and then sometimes I don't even use it because I'm like, oh no, I hate this. Or I'll buy something that's a couple $100s, and the second I get it, I start cutting it and punching holes in it. And like, I don't customize guns. Oh, although I do want to show. Alex, look what I did to my grenade launcher. It's now super short. I basically just cut the barrel. I cut like I actually probably cut like 4 inches. I cut 16 inches off based on how I do measurement. I'm gonna do a KT40. I'm gonna shoot the Crytek KT40s, and for Slim Tack, I'm gonna shoot master mics this weekend. I brought 6 master mics and then 6 KT40s to try in the ICS rotating grenade launcher. But like, you want to like I was gonna do a video about what makes a gun custom.
The second you touch it,
Because like some guys will put a rail on it and go, "That's a custom gun." Okay. Some guys will do thousands of dollars of internal work. Is that custom?
Foregrip.
Some guys, right? A foregrip. Is a foregrip enough? Some guys do paint jobs.
3D printed foregrip.
Well, 3D printed. We need to find those prints for the W23 so that we can make it into a cooler machine gun. So if you guys have suggestions, Mr. Condor, yes. And again, Condor, if you're looking for a new rep, a social influencer, Alex is waiting. Alex is waiting for the call.
yeah, Condor,
I got
call
it all.
us. We have a spot on the
Condor.
other side of the stream for another sponsor. We have B-Fly on one side. We'll do Condor can come.
Condor.
But again, remember,
Like tactical Lumpia carriers.
Condor, call me.
use code
How much is
ECHO15 at checkout for 15% off.
Look here. Gear videos would be cool. What else we got? Brain dumps. Guys, thank you. I love them, and I'm gonna do them. I'm doing those brain dumps mostly for 2 reasons. Again, I always say it. 1, it keeps me awake as I'm driving, and 2, I have thoughts. I just like to regurgitate them. And I hope they're not getting repetitive.
I can't wait till we have our like 2-hour brain dump from Starburst.
We're gonna do a brain dump
like
on our
2.5-hour drive
from Fort Hood back to Dallas Fort Worth when we go to Starburst. It probably won't be 2 hours.
Should I do it? Should I brain dump the whole time back from my drive? This is an 18-hour video, guys.
I mean, you could probably take several brain dumps. I've been encouraging the other guys to do those too. Again, they help me, and if they help you guys, that's awesome. Gear videos. I think we will try to get into some gear stuff. Yes, I'm gonna shoot the Forbidden 40 mic. Wait, which one was red and which one was blue?
Yes. They're both banned.
I mean, technically they are both banned. The red are really banned. The blue are mostly banned. Like, this is where we play at fields again where we're trusted enough that we can use them for like an NPC point of view, because we're not actually shooting at people. We're shooting around them and just trying to scare the crap out of them, but mostly they're. No one's banned the KT40 yet, though, so that's why I want to start using it. Yes, there's a lot of content we can get into. Just what do you always want to talk about? I saw that there was a new, what do they call it? The E-Volt. There's a new electric blowback, and KWA was having one too, but something just got released. I saw Airsoft or Evike was talking about a new electric blowback gun. So I'm not going to buy it. Nope, I have no interest. But
no, I mean, electric blowback guns have a host of problems because there's only really 2 ways to do it so far, unless someone's come up with a new way, maybe. But the G&G method, which if it fails, you lose some air pressure and you lose some muzzle velocity. Ultimately, not that big of a deal. But then the mechanical direct attached to your piston, and that's just adding so much. That's just asking for problems.
Wow, Thomas. Okay, I'm not going to say that out loud. Maybe a video on what upgrades you put into your guns. HPA. That's my answer. I don't really mess with AEGs. Josh is one of the oldest airsmiths I know, and I think just generally one of the oldest airsmiths. If I ever do it, I don't do upgrades. I say, hey Josh, you want to come over and do my upgrade? And mostly, again, guys, I run stock AEGs until they blow up, and then I just do the bare minimum to get them running, because depending on what it is. And I mostly am an HPA guy. I throw an engine in my guns now when
I buy built ones, and they cook on you.
That was you.
I've been HPA almost exclusively for a while. I have recently bought a couple of newer AEGs that are very impressive because some of the technologies have advanced to a point where they're more viable. They're a lot more reliable. Just a lot better quality is being produced by the manufacturers that are still out there. Unfortunately, lost G&P. But I think everyone's quality has gone up in general.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot of I love the Arcturus AKs. They're super dope. That's one of the two, I think, AEGs that I have. But everything else is HPA.
I think we've been playing long enough because if I've been playing 29, you're about the same, or like 31 years now or something like that.
Yeah.
Like cyclical too, right? Like we have sold guns that now we bought again.
Yeah.
We are AEGs, then we're HPA. Like I started going back to AEGs again, mostly because they're easy to just like drop your gun. Like I don't have to have extra crap on me.
Yep,
Tanks
that's
is a
why I
hassle
got one.
sometimes. Yeah, right. Like I'm buying that new VFC MP7, so I have a backup for my HP8 MP7. Like I just want a backup, especially when I'm traveling to play. So we could certainly do something, but here's the other thing I'll talk. Like we could just talk about what we've done, like maybe our favorite guns and what we've done to them. I feel like for the most part they might be pretty boring videos. It's like I just threw a fusion engine in this. I threw an F2, but like
Yeah,
maybe what barrels we like, what hubs, because like Alex, like you've been playing with some different, like you like to dabble sometimes in not internals, but like, hey, I'm gonna get a new barrel, a new hop up.
Yeah, I'll do that. You know, when it comes to, like you said, the gun thing, dude, I've been using the same gun since I've started Airsoft.
And your gun is HPA, right? Like your primary has been HPA for, like a lot of us have been running. It's weird. I don't know how long I've been even running HPA.
Same engine too. So I've been using the
biggest-
same engine for like 12 years.
The biggest reason I haven't been using the exact same gun since fusion engines came out is because I get a wild hair on my butt and I decide I don't want to run M4s. I want to run this other goofy ass platform, and then I switch, and then I go, oh, I miss M4s, and I go back to that.
We were literally Josh was looking at one of my gun racks and he's like, I didn't even know you had this. I thought you had an MP5. I was like, nope, I bought this. And I bought 2 of them, and I've never shot them in a game, and I probably never will. But I had a bug in my butt at the time, and so I bought them. So anyway, we can. Thank you for the suggestions, everybody. We will broaden a little bit. Again, it's just about having content that's interesting, and like it's fun. So like there might be a thing where like Josh and I might just start doing some stuff, like just do recordings and upload those. I did see so. Operation Iraqi Freedom would be cool. Molotov, I'll just, in a non-judgmental way, there are politically incorrect games. And there are some things that I'm not going to do. That said, there are plenty of, like you're talking about, kind of generic faction, like, I don't want to say good guy, bad guy, but like US versus Russia. Like, there's plenty of that. Something that is specific around real world. I think that we've played a lot of games where they've like been like, this is spirited at, or this is themed after this incident, but I don't think I've ever been anything like super political. Again, this is where like, and I don't even know all the things, but like if you're wearing certain kind of patches because you're planning to be a Russian from current military, you're not going to have a good time when you go to certain fields. You might get banned from those fields. War crimes, like real war crimes. So, even with Drunk Thomas, okay. Short stroke kit in your lever. I did, but remember, I already had one in my other one. So now both of my levars, and actually, so for those that don't know, Slim Tack is a big fan of the Lev R series. He's running a Lev R7. I have a 7 and a 16. I have mostly worked on my 16, which is the longer, because it's another kind of sniper rifle. That short stroke kit on those guns,
it's a game changer.
It's a game. It's almost cheating. It's almost like when you have a bolt action and you don't, like, it's just a straight pull. It's almost that level of
Wolverine bolt.
Yeah. So I did, and thank you. I do want to bring that to a game, even though it's not really my style. I actually kind of want to bring it to a game and let you use it. So, Vietnam theme events used to be a thing, not as much now. Yeah, it's not. There's still some, and actually, there's some good guns coming out for Vietnam. There's some new guns coming out for World War II stuff too. Also, not my thing. But there are some period guns coming out.
Bad Goat locally runs a Vietnam theme game that's very deep immersion. So
I was having a great chat, and we're off on a tangent. We're at 9 o'clock, where I was talking about a guy bought 8 mils, and I was like, if I would have known now, I would have bought more 8 mils, just to like an 8 mil Car 98. I should have bought one. I still could find one. I just got to pay more money for it. I want an 8 mil. For those that don't know, 8 millimeters was a thing by Marushan. 8 miller BBs, and shooting those at people would scare the bejesus. I don't even know how fields would chrono them. In fact, they wouldn't know how, and that'd be an issue. But all right, we're gonna start to
All you
close
gotta
out.
do is
Let's
switch your chrono to an 8 mil.
if it has that, it's all weight at that point. It's the density.
It's really just a little bit of different math. It's not that complicated.
Yeah. But a lot of fields.
Math is complicated. What are you
Math
talking
is
about?
mathing. I just want to read a screen.
Hey, I suck at math, but like
There's calculators.
It's not that.
There's legit calculators where we don't even need this
It's
anymore.
not that complicated.
I'm sure there's an app.
My 3rd grade teacher told me that we would not be carrying calculators around in our pocket, so we needed to learn math.
Oh, that's not what's in your pocket?
No.
Never mind. That's another joke. Okay.
That dumb.
All right. Let's talk about schedules. Alex, what do you got going on in the next week or so? What are you planning for this month?
Well, your project's done.
There'll be a video on a project that you can see it in the background, but you don't look in everybody do screen caps or later watching the video, look at Alex's background and tell me what his project for me was. I know what it is. Oh, it's my project. All right. My project is done. What else you got?
Well, if that freaking what do you call it gets released anytime soon, I'll be getting that. The Gen 12, the SBS Gen 12.
God, he wants that shotgun. I want you to get it.
I want it, man. Freaking Wolverine, get it out. Call me. I want it. I want that bad. But other than that, I mean, following up with you guys wherever we're gonna set up, do our thing for the community. I may go out on Sunday and play, but if I do, I'm not telling anybody. I'm just gonna show up and go and
He's
probably
gonna
go
make
to
funny videos.
But other than that, guys, I mean, I just want that, I just want that Wolverine SBS. Wolverine, call me. Want that thing. So
shameless plugs. Jesus.
So I want it, but I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna get released.
For those that don't know, Alex is obsessive compulsive in different ways. This is gonna be one of them.
Maybe it'll be the gun I use. Or it'll be that gun I use once and then I go back to my normal gun.
Or you use it once and then you'll totally take it apart and cut things out of it and
way ahead of you, dude.
Alex, oh, of course. We know. Like there's other side projects we're aware of. David, what do you got going on next month?
I'll be this Sunday. I'll be out at Champion Valley doing some admin stuff, and then the following weekend I will be running Champion Valley for the weekend. So if you want to come out and say hi, there may or may not be a live stream from one of the days during the day. Just maybe me from my phone.
Not in the dark.
Yeah, Airsoft not in the dark. I'll have to come up with a real name, but go fun for Alex. And then the next 2 months, I would say that I'm going to be doing a lot of focusing on some media stuff, more media stuff, more maybe some more studio work, reviewing some stuff, and repairing an Octurus that may or may not have decided to eat itself last weekend.
Totally fragged out, and you didn't even go on the field, did you?
I was playing. I was running 3-round burst. It's only like its 4th game that I've used it, and it totally was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be used today.
Are you sure you were shooting it right?
I looked down the barrel every time I pulled the trigger. It was all good.
Tasted fine. The barrel tasted delicious.
Whoa, that could mean so many. So yeah, the next, I would say for directly right now, I'll be the next 2 weekends. I'll be out at Champion Valley, and then I'm going to be field hopping after that, doing some media stuff and doing some studio media. So check out the channel. It's this one down here.
Airsoft after breakfast is a good one. We could probably do that one.
Don't give Thomas credit for it, but
no. I heard it from somebody else first, I think. Yeah.
That's what I would say also, just to not give Thomas credit. Josh, are we going to see you on an airsoft field anytime soon?
Yeah. Probably. I will be at Tarkov on the 11th at Action Sports. Other than that, I don't know. I'm hoping to get out to at least an open session in the near future. I haven't played much this year yet, other than Galactic Civil War and a couple other little things. But yeah. Hoping to get out a little more. I haven't taken out enough anger on helpless people yet.
But like a lot of the older players that are our friends, you've continued to purchase things still steadily.
Oh, of course. I mean,
without, they're just sitting there in pristine condition. And you go, I wish I could use this. I should use this sometime.
It's funny you said that because I opened up a box for the minigun to like fit your gun, to fit your parts. It was it's the gun, like the gun kit, the vehicle
Giving away
kit.
secrets.
It's just all brand new. It was like all brand new still.
Well, I might buy that from you because I might be getting another Classic Army 132.
I don't know if you can, dude, because I got two that I'm gonna make kits for them.
Okay,
Gotta buy
let's see if it happens, and then try to sell them.
I know.
He ain't
Well,
gonna
Alex,
sell them. He's just gonna give them away.
Alex, I need to talk to you about shotgun parts. I'm sure you have a bunch laying around. I have a weird project.
He does love weird projects. July will be more of a I'm actually taking time off in July. So this weekend, the 4th of July, we're going to be out of town. The last weekend of July, I have family in town, but I will be at Tarkov in 2 weeks, and I will be at Batteries Not Included on the 19th. I don't think I'll get out to another game this month, but I know once start looking to August, I want to get back to both Twin Cities Airsoft and Crossfire to actually play some games. So I'm hoping to do that later, but July will be kind of limited. Projects for me, again, are mostly videos. Like, again, asking you guys the content you want. I've got some ideas. I can't do brain dumps. I mean, I guess I could do a brain dump even without a game, but that's when I'm most into it. So we'll do some more content again for you guys. If you have suggestions, please reach out. Let us know. Thank you for your ideas tonight. I think you've just reinforced some of the things the directions we were planning to go anyway. So there is that. It is just a hair after 9. Let's close out. Alex, anything to close out?
Nothing. You got anything to say, Jade? Say it. Nope, she's got nothing to say.
I can. I was doing a video, and
He was using Vizio, everybody. Microsoft Vizio.
yeah,
Microsoft, if you'd like to support us by sponsoring us.
Okay, go choke something out.
Go choke something out.
Didn't we tell you that's not the kind of stream we want here? She's doing BJJ, everybody. She's doing BJJ. She doesn't know it's training, and she takes it very seriously when she's choking out young boys. David, anything you'd like to close out with?
No, just I guess yes. I'm just nothing important, but is important. Make sure to get out, support your local fields, support your local teams that are out there running the games and promoters. And get out there and just support everything. I'm kind of rambling right now, so somebody else better start talking.
Okay, thank you, David. Josh, anything you'd like to close out the night with?
I don't know. Get out and play. Call your hits. Don't be a dick.
These are all things he's
your gun doesn't shoot as far as you think it does.
No, that's a good one.
Mine shoots 700 yards. It's
there's a hot take. Your gun doesn't shoot as far as you think it does.
Take.
Okay. So there's a hot take video. Maybe we'll start doing hot takes with Josh. Maybe that's the new series. We're not going to do hot takes. We'll just do hot takes with Tank. For me, guys, again, thank you all for such a successful June. It was nice to see so many people weekends in a row, different types of events, different fields. We hope to see that more. We are here to encourage everyone to play at all your local fields. Be engaged. You have a voice. If you're going to play this weekend, again, hydrate, be safe. That's it for our Wednesday, July 1st, 2026 live stream. We are not calling it the Airtism stream. Be safe. Good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.